'80s babies.
Hello, how's everyone doing today? My name is Lawrence Campbell, co-founder of '80s Babies. I'm here to present part 3 of the Alan the Alien tutorial series. This is digital coloring with Photoshop. First we start off with the image of Alan that Donnie Clay created in the first 2 tutorials. I scanned it into Photoshop. I duplicate this background layer and I'll name it overlay. Okay. With this overlay layer selected, I will go to the layers palette over to the right. I will change the blend mode to multiply. Now what this does is any colors that appear under the overlay layer will be able to show through. The outline of Alan that's on this overlay palette will stay there, but the white balance will pretty much be knocked out and you will see the color that's underneath the layer show. In practice you'll see it better, but basically imagine it as tracing paper that an artist would get. It's see-through, but you can still see the line work on top. So basically I would create a new layer. Go down here and we'll name this layer skin. This will be for Alan's skin. Select the background and now we'll select the magic wand from right here, the magic wand tool. I will make sure that I choose add to selection. The second option, add to selection. The reason being is when I use the magic wand tool and I select right where his skin is, I want to select other parts of it. Right here for his antenna, right here for his arm, for his other arm, and do the same for all 4 of Alan's legs. Now that we're done with that, I'll select a color. It doesn't matter what color that you decide to select right now, but I'll select this color. And when I fill it, it fills in everything that I have selected. Now it's easy to go to select, deselect, or Control D. Now next, I will double click his skin layer. Make sure you double click it. Move this to the side. Go to color overlay. Now this is where a lot of the magic will happen. And this is where you choose whatever color you want Alan to be. Let's give him a nice solid green color. Press OK. Now with this filled in, you see that if I decide, okay, I don't really want Alan to be green, I want him to be, let's say blue. Easy. You go in and you can change it. Instead of going back to that first step where we select each part, all you need to do now is go in and change it if you want to. If not, keep it the way you want it. It's a lot of different options that you can use and utilize, and we're gonna do that for every other part of his body. When I was younger, before I had Photoshop, before I had a computer really, I didn't really color that much. I didn't really color my drawings. I was not the best colorist when it came down to it. Most of my work was black and white for a reason. It just was something I had a problem with. It was difficult on my end. And so when I first saw what you can do with Photoshop, I'm like, is this magic? I had no idea that this was even possible. It's so easy. It's so easy once you realize what you're doing that it's like going back to any other way. It just seems like the worst idea possible. I noticed I missed a spot on his neck, and this is the thing. You see, I have red selected. I have this paintbrush, because it's on that layer. Check it out. This fills in with that color. And now that's fine. That's done. And we're gonna do a similar thing with his ears and his eyebrows. We'll make this new layer. We'll call this inner. We'll fill this with this color. And one last thing, we'll do the same thing for the pupil. We'll select what the pupil is. Like that. We'll fill it in. Like here. Name this pupil. Double click. Color overlay. We'll change it to a nice blue. Make it just a little lighter blue. Like that. Press OK. And here we have Alan the Alien, fully colored, rendered nice little bright color. You know, if we decided to have a more realistic looking character, there's different techniques that I could use to put in wrinkles, highlights, drop shadows, and in further tutorials for characters like that, I will break that down. But for something like Alan the Alien that's just flat and eye-catching colors, this is fine. This works. This is good. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial series. If you have any suggestions, any comments, anything that you would like to see in further tutorials, let us know. Contact us here on YouTube.